Welcome to the community gardens here in Portobello. It's an absolutely glorious, if not hazy day, down here on Edinburgh's coastline. And do you know what? I suddenly have a deep desire for burger and chips. Fortunately, here in Portobello there are plenty of restaurants, burger vans and chip shops, so I can really take my pick. So I thought I'd come down, have a walk along the promenade, maybe have a walk along the beach, and finally tuck in to some burger and chips. So do you fancy joining me? Welcome to Rog Vlog. There's been quite a lot of damage down here on the beach during the winter. All those storms, which all had names. Was it Storm Enid, Storm Greta? I can never remember the name of the storms. Just take a look at this groin over here. Yep, there's definitely a big kink in it, as you can see. I remember learning about them groins when I was at school, way back. They are meant to stop the beach from being eroded by the tide. It's called longshore drift, if I remember rightly, but it looks like the storm has completely wrecked that one. Looks like the rest of the groins managed to escape the ravages of the winter weather, and they look pretty much intact. But do you know what's just happened? I let the waves roll over my training shoes. They're absolutely soaked. I don't want to get them covered in sand, so let's head back up onto the promenade. Always good for a moment to stop and look at that glorious building in front of me. That is Portobello Swim Centre. I teach body combat in there. Okay, we're about to hit the main strip. This is where the restaurants, burger vans and chip shops are. So, let's go. The Beach House is a great place for food and coffee, but that's not where we're going today. Good pint of beer in the Esplanade, or is it the Esplanade? I can never remember, but we're not going in there today. We're not even going into Myro's restaurant. You can see the very appropriately named slices. You can buy slices of pizza. I believe it's incredibly delicious, but that's not where we're going today. And we're not going to the shrimp wreck either. We're not going to the famous Crumbs of Portobello either, but I must note to come back there because they do a mean bacon butty. No, I can see my destination in front of me. Let's go find Oscar's. Here we go, Oscar's. Famous for their gelato, but they do a mean burger and a mean portion of chips. So this is where we're going to go today. Is Oscar's a burger van? I'm not sure. It hasn't got wheels, but it's definitely portable. So I guess it ain't technically a van, is it? I've ordered my food, and whilst I'm waiting, I've just spotted the Edinburgh equivalent of Muscle Beach. You know Muscle Beach in Los Angeles on Venice Beach? Well, we have our own here in Portobello. Oh my goodness, those chips smell absolutely fantastic. Now, just a word of warning. Oscar's is fantastic, the food is fantastic, but they don't have onions. The lady said to me, no vegetables, just meat. Let's have a closer look at the burger and those chips. Oh, I'm so hungry. Let's get stuck into those chips. Now, those chips are really crunchy, but lovely and soft and cloudy on the inside. Now, I'm a bit weird. I don't have vinegar on my chips, and actually in Scotland they have this thing called sauce, which is actually a mixture of brown sauce and vinegar. I can't handle that. I can't handle it. I just like my chips salted, and they taste fantastic. What do you have on your chips? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's dig into the burger. This might get a bit messy. It's absolutely swimming in burger relish. Not quite as good as Sizzlers along at Fisher Row Harbour, but that is a great burger. They don't have chili sauce here either. I prefer chili sauce on my burger, but that relish is good. That relish is good. As always, I'm going to be washing this down with a can of Diet Irn-Bru. Irn-Bru, as you know, to quote the old, very famous TV advert, made in Scotland from girders. What a great way to spend a lunchtime, walking along Portobello Beach and then stopping here at Oscar's for burger and chips. Now, that burger would have been so much better with onions, but I'll let them off because it was a tasty, tasty burger. And to be perfectly honest, those chips were absolutely fantastic. In fact, I'd probably give those chips a 9.5 out of 10. They were that good. So crispy, so fluffy on the inside, and absolutely swimming in salt. Just how I like it. The burger, not as good as the ones along at Fisher Row Harbour, but still worth trying if you're down here in Portobello. Well, as you can see, it's actually really busy now. I think I got here just at the right time. I only had to queue for about 5 minutes. That queue looks like it's at least 20 to 25 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Rog Vlog. If you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until the next time, remember, there's always something to see and to eat. So get out there and find it. So I thought I'd have a wander along the beach and the promenade and then get stuck in to some fish and chips. Not fish and chips, burger and chips, you idiot.